one win in 7 league games. I just wondered, where do you think it's not quite gone right for your team in the league recently, and how do you fix it?
Won twice against Tottenham in between, and had some other tough fixtures. I cannot even tell you the last 7 games in the league, so I have no answer for that.
It's specifically in terms of the league competition, because obviously Chelsea every season are expected to be challenging for that. How concerning is just that particular run in league fixtures? How do you find that more consistency?
I answered this question 100 times. If you look at our situation of long-term injuries, of key players injured, and of COVID, and you look at our schedule, you will have the answer.
Cheers, Paul. We're going to move on to John Cross.
Hi, Thomas. Can you just assess the performance? Perhaps really. I mean, obviously you went ahead, weren't able to hang on to it. Why couldn't the team press home that advantage?
Because we're tired, we're mentally tired and physically tired, and you can see it in our performance. That's as easy as that.
Okay, we're going to move on to Jim next. Jim Conlon.
Hi, Thomas. That triple substitution there on 78 minutes, they seem to give you an extra incentive there for the final closing stretch. Should those substitutions have come?
Should all what? Substitution?
Sorry, Jim, that was cut out at the end. Were you going to say?
Yeah, so should those triple substitutions that came in 78 minutes, Thomas, do you feel maybe those substitutions should have come a bit earlier?
Well, if I had the impression that we needed earlier, I would have done earlier. It's you never know. The time passed by. It was we could have done earlier, but I had to wait if Brighton maybe changes their structure. We struggled with Marcos Alonso and the yellow card, so there were some reason not to do it earlier, and that's why we did it in the last 15 minutes.
Okay, we've got Andy Dillon up next. Andy.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Hiya. I just wonder if you could talk to us just about going forwards now. I just listening to you on the TV. You were saying 2 days off. Does that mean, are you giving the whole squad a couple of days off before you start to prepare for the Spurs game? And just
2 days off means 2 days off.
Right. So no training for anybody, just
2 days off.
to. And how badly do you think they need that?
So badly. I mean, this is you can send excuse or whatever, but it's like this. I mean, look at our schedule. Look at the schedule. When we arrived at Man City, we had a Carabao Cup match in between. They did not. Now we arrive here. They have more days to prepare. They have the whole week to prepare before. It's like this. We play since November. I think we play since November. The team that plays and we need to recharge the batteries, and we need to deconnect. This is my feeling. That's why I give the players 2 days off, and then we will prepare 2 days. We will use Friday, Saturday to prepare Sunday, because there's the next game against Tottenham.
Cheers, Andy. You're going to move on to Sam Wallace.
Hi, Thomas. We don't often see you like this, where you sound quite tired yourself as well and a bit fed up. I mean, has it affected you as well?
No, because it is hard to analyze games like this. I mean, we have to respect the opponent. It's very, very tough to play at Brighton, and they played it like a cup game. The noise at the end of the whistle when he blew the whistle at the end was like if we lost the game, and it can very easily give you the impression that we lost, but we didn't lose. And other teams will struggle to get points here, and it's even tough if you're in full strength and if you're like not tired. So there are some obstacles to overcome here, and I simply refuse today to be angry or because it's not about the ambition and not that we want. You can, of course, we were a bit lucky to be 1-0 ahead, and you can take advantage of it, score a second one, but we struggle to show the quality, and we know the reasons behind it. And of course, we demand a lot from us, but this is not the moment to be too harsh with the team.
Cheers, Sam. I'm going to move on to James Robson.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Talking about the schedule and how extraordinary that is, I wonder, have you ever experienced anything like this in your managerial career? And when you say about the players being tired, how much of a concern is that going into what feels like a really big game against Tottenham on Sunday?
Yeah, we're so happy that we have at least 4 days. I mean, look at our last week, and then you know what we are talking about. We had within 7 days 3 away games. You know, it's not only about playing; it's about traveling. It's about not sleeping. And we don't do this 1 week and we complain. We don't complain now. We just try to explain why a performance can look sometimes like this in the middle of January in a away game at Brighton. This can happen. And if you tell me this never happened before to any Chelsea team or any team in the Premier League, I can only laugh because it happened. And if we do this since November, so we arrive in a game where we don't reach our full potential. Okay, welcome to reality. I mean, you cannot be surprised. I mean, we want more, we want to do it better, but in the end, you have to accept it. That's okay. We take a draw and we go. We tried everything. We tried hard, but it's a certain level of fatigue that you can feel.
Cheers, James. We're going to finish off with Jacob Steinberg. Last one.
Hi, Thomas. I guess it's not really about individuals tonight, but I just wonder what you thought of Romelu. Did you see positive signs from him in the second half?
I will not talk about single players today. Not about Romelu. It's too much questions about Romelu, and there's too much answers about Romelu. Romelu is by far not the problem. He's part of the solution. Believe me.
Cheers, everyone.